Hello! So you might know that Python has some amount of destructuring assignments, such as say AB equals 1, 2, and you'll get variables out for A and B. But you'll probably also know that Python doesn't, well, have dictionary unpacking. You can't just do like some dictionary equals A1, B2, and then say AB equals dict. That doesn't work, right? It does work in languages like JavaScript. So if you have let object equals hello world, I don't need to quote those keys, other 2, 3, 4, and you can do things like const hello other first rest equals obj, something like this, and it'll assign out the parts of this, first and rest. That works in JavaScript. What if I told you I could make this work in Python? So let's take a little example and show you it working. First, we're going to start with a very simple one. We're going to say that dict equals hello, or let's say greeting, hello, and thing world. Of course, we need to do our destructuring assignment, so let's assign to greeting and thing from dictionary, and we'll print our classic greeting thing. We should get hello hello world here. Now, of course, this doesn't work. Python 3. Of course, this doesn't work. We saw that same syntax error before. But if I told you that I can install dict unpacking at home. Mom, I want dict unpacking in Python. We have dict unpacking at home. And we add a special little comment to the top of our file. Just a special little comment. It is definitely not a load-bearing comment here. And now suddenly, Python supports dictionary unpacking. Wow. And we saw that more complicated example before. So let's say we have greeting, and then hello, and then what was it? Other, and then 2, 3, 4. We can make that exact same assignment that we did in the other one. First and rest. First, the Python syntax looks a little bit different than the JavaScript syntax, but Python spread is star, whereas JavaScript spread is triple dots. And of course, you'll see here, it's gonna look less good than the hello hello world. But if we run this, you'll see that we can also do more complicated unpackings too. And the cool thing about this, I'm showing this in Python 3.12. This actually works all the way back to Python 3.10, where they added support for this in Python. Reinstall this library, and just to show you Python 3.10, and this example also works completely fine there. Okay, so what's the catch? How does this thing work? What is the smoke and mirrors here? What's actually happening is the source code is being rewritten magically due to that load-bearing comment at the top of the file. This is what it actually gets sort of rewritten to. It turns out Python 3.10 added enough support to make a janky dictionary unpacking utilizing the match statement. And so that is exactly what is happening here. Now there's a little bit of special pre-processing that I did to make the little shorthand here work, but I didn't bother making it else work. See, that expands to this match expression here, and then the actual assignment becomes the thing that's being matched on. That's it. That's the magic. That's how it works. The astute observer may notice that, oh wait, this is 3 lines of code where it was originally 1 line of code. Isn't that gonna break line numbers in your file? And the answer is, of course. This thing is a giant hack. You put an exception here and you raise it, you'll see that it raises on line 11, but of course, if we look on line 11, that's way down here. So yeah, it breaks stack trace line numbers. It's broken. Please don't use this. So I actually have another joke package that was deemed critical by PyPI, and that is future f strings, which has a similar hack here. So if we do coding future f strings and we do thing equals world, and then print hello hello thing. Actually, let's remove the comment just to show that Python 2 obviously does not support f strings, invalid syntax. If we do pip install future f strings, then of course I'm using Python 2 in a Docker container because I didn't have another way to access this, but of course we do the same hack here, coding future f strings, and we have, I almost did Python 2. Python 2 supports f strings. Wow, same idea. And I actually have another branch that makes the new lines work correctly, but it does some terrible exec nonsense and has to have a blank line in the file, and I just didn't feel like it was a good idea. So I'm leaving it with the janky version because I think it's more instructive on how the actual code gets rewritten here. But anyway, don't use this thing. It's entirely a joke, but it's mildly functional and kind of interesting. I guess if you seriously wanted some sort of dictionary unpacking, you can do it with the match statement, so knock yourself out, but I would not recommend this thing. This is entirely make a silly YouTube video. Now you might be wondering, how does this thing work? And for that, you can go to my YouTube channel and search for Anthony Writes Code PTH files. And I have a whole video which explains the crazy mechanism that's going on here and why any of this stuff is even possible just from a simple pip install. I'll give you the short version here, which is there's this dict unpacking at home.pth file, which does some side effects and runs when the interpreter starts up and site is processed and registers an encoding, and that encoding is what does this under here. If you want more details, go watch this video. Anyway, that's dict unpacking working in Python, some more advanced object destructuring, and it's oddly functional. Anyway, hopefully you found this useful. If there are additional things you would like me to explain, leave a comment below or reach out to me on the various platforms. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.